Hey guys, welcome to today's WOD brief. We have a workout today, if you come a little bit closer, that has double unders or a modification thereof. We have some front rack walking lunges with dumbbells and dumbbell squats. Cool. Bunch of reps, stimulus about 15-20 minutes. We'll get into a little bit more detail on that later. We're going to start today with some mobility, okay? A dumbbell squat hold. I'll demo that real quick for you guys. On that dumbbell squat hold, I like to keep that dumbbell hold it in a goblet position, and I'm gonna get in the bottom of the squat and stay active, all right? And I'm gonna hold this for 45 seconds, cool? Then, in addition, we'll do a pigeon pose with a lat reach. And all that really means is, in our pigeon pose, we really wanna make sure that, first of all, we get that leg to be, it doesn't have to be perfectly perpendicular. It can be a little bit diagonal, but I do want this lower part of my leg under my body as I lay down on top of it, and then the lat reach comes in where I'm really trying to walk my hands forward like this, okay? So now I'm getting an IT band stretch, hip opening stretch here, lower body, as well as stretching those lats as I reach forward. Okay, we'll do that for 45 seconds a side, mobility-wise. Then our dynamic warm-up, 30 seconds a movement. I'll do it with you guys, so you can always refer to me during class. We have single unders, we have lateral squats. Okay, on those lateral squats, you want to make sure you go hips back, chest up to one side. Same thing, hips back, chest up on the other side. Okay, we're going to do a single dumbbell row. Take that dumbbell and I'm going to hold both sides of the dumbbell. Feet are shoulder width, toes pointed forward, slight bend in the knee. I'm going to bend over, keeping that back straight, keeping those shoulders back, essentially like I'm doing a good morning. I feel those hamstrings nice and engaged, my back is straight, keeping my elbows close to my chest. I pull that dumbbell in for a row like that. Cool? Back to the single unders. Then we're going to do some pausing air squats. Obviously, we want to pause at the bottom and stay nice and active before coming back up. Then we'll do a single arm row. We're going to get into that same row position that I just demoed. Okay? But I'm going to keep that dumbbell on one side, and I'm going to row 30 seconds. If you need some extra stability, you can get into kind of a split stance. Rest one of your hands on that knee so it gives you a little bit more of a stable foothold, and you can execute your rows like that. Cool? All right. Then we'll get back to the single unders. Then we'll do some dumbbell goblet squats. Holding that dumbbell again in that goblet position. We'll do some goblet squats. And then finally a single arm plank row. So I'm going to get into that plank position with my arms, my whole body, and now I'm going to pull in for that row, trying to keep my hips square, trying not to let them sway from side to side. Cool? 30 seconds on each side. So that's it for your mobility and your warm-up. Already sweating. Let's talk about the WOD next. Okay guys, for the workout, here's the deal. 15-20 minutes is the stimulus, okay? So it's a longer workout. And essentially you have 3 movements that keep coming back 3 times, decrease in reps every time you come back to them. So we're starting with 120 double unders. Then we're gonna do 40 front rack dumbbell walking lunges and 40 front rack dumbbell squats. We're going to come back to the dumbbell unders, except instead of 120, there's now 100, and then 20 of the stuff with the dumbbells. Third time around, it's 80 double unders and 10 front rack walking lunges and 10 squats. Cool? So the reps decrease. Now, let's see here. In terms of modifications for the double unders or ways to scale that, you have a couple of options. I would say if you're not quite proficient on your double unders, it would be a great opportunity to practice during this workout. So either scale your reps if 120 is a bit ambitious, or again, practice, you know, and you could say for that first round, you practice your double unders for 2 minutes before moving on to the dumbbell stuff. For the second time around, maybe you hit it for 90 seconds, third time around, 60 seconds of practice before moving on. Cool? So those are options in terms of the double unders. If you don't have a jump rope, then hops, ski hops, going back and forth would be a great modification, or even you could draw a line and do some hops. Let me not hit my head on these. Here you could do hops on either side of a line. Those are all modifications for the double unders, okay? And obviously you could do single unders. My rule of thumb is usually just to double the double unders. Maybe you go 250 here, 200, and 160 there on the if you're doing single unders. All right. When it comes to the front rack dumbbell walking lunges, ideally this is a workout where you have 2 dumbbells. All right. You're going to take your dumbbells, clean them up, and then get on my mat here. You want to keep these dumbbells in the front rack. I am cool with you holding them like this, or resting them on your shoulders with your elbows up. Either way, I want you to keep a nice big chest, and you're gonna go these walking lunges. If you can walk around, obviously that's better. 1, 2, etc. And otherwise, lunges in place will do the trick. 1, 2, and it becomes alternating lunges. Okay? Then front rack dumbbell squats. Essentially, you're going to go from those lunges into squats. 2 dumbbells. Make sure you keep that chest up. Make sure you send those hips back. Get below parallel, at or below parallel, and there are your dumbbell squats. Cool? So those are the 3 movements. In terms of modifications for your walking lunges or your squats with your dumbbell, obviously, or your dumbbells, obviously if you don't have 2 dumbbells, you could use 1 single dumbbell. If you're gonna do that, I would do a goblet style lunge. And same thing obviously with the squat, goblet style squat. Otherwise, if you don't have dumbbells, a kettlebell would work. You could use 2 kettlebells, holding them in the front rack, 1 kettlebell if that's all you have in that goblet position. And if you have any other odd object that you can hang on to and keep in that front rack position will suffice during this workout. Cool? Let's see. I think that pretty much covers it. We're going to do a cool down of a couch stretch, 45 seconds. If you take the class with me, I will definitely add some post-workout yoga. Okay, I always try to leave some time for that, make sure that we get our mobility on, spend some time there. Let me know if you have any questions, and hope you guys are staying safe. Miss you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.